Hi, Bob Morrow from emailhomes.ca and Venture Property Investments. Talking to you today for those of you who are interested in turnkey properties. Now, the term turnkey in our situation means it's a home that's already been put into two units. So there's an upstairs for one family and a downstairs for another. So in other words, a duplex. However, we have to be careful, especially in the Hamilton market, because quite often you have to look at the listing carefully because it will not actually say a turnkey duplex. It won't even really say duplex. A lot of the times it will say an in-law suite or potential for an in-law suite. Even though it looks to us like it's completed and finished, there's two kitchens, there's bedrooms and everything else, we have to be careful because it's not yet a legal duplex, which means the city doesn't recognize it as a duplex yet. That's not a big problem, but you do have to understand that we now have to go that extra last step that the renovator didn't do for whatever reason. And we have to legalize it, which means we have to make it a completely separate entrance. So we have to close that off. Usually the laundry hasn't been set up for two families. So there's one set of laundry downstairs and they expect everybody to share, which is what would happen in an in-law situation, correct? So we have to put in the laundry upstairs and downstairs. We have to separate them, and we have to make sure that the floor in between, the ceiling of the basement suite, is fire rated, because in order to be a legal duplex, we have to have a fire rating floor difference, and a couple of other things. So, and even when we're looking at a turnkey property that's being advertised as two units, we're probably looking at least $10,000, if not more, to make it a legal duplex. Now, some people are saying to me, well, do we really have to make it legal? That's your choice. And when we talk personally, I give you the reasons, the pros and cons of doing that. But you still do have to make it accessible for two families. So you can't have, for example, a door between the upstairs and the downstairs just being a regular door. It has to be not only fire rated, but it also has to be lockable because the two families want to have separate existence. These are some of the things we have to know, and the reason it's important is because if you look on the listings, as I mentioned before, it won't say it's a duplex, it won't say it's a legal two-unit, it won't use the term legal at all, it'll probably say it's an in-law suite or has potential. If one of those listings does actually say it's a legalized duplex suite, then it's probably one of our clients or one of our competitors' clients, and they've actually legalized it, and you're fine. Then it's a turnkey. But you're not going to see those properties for under $550,000 as of today, which is December 2018. As we move into 2019, I anticipate that going even higher, because that's what we're charging for those properties. If we buy, renovate, and sell, we're looking to reappraise and sell in the $550 range right now. So it'll be higher than that probably in the early spring. So when you see a property now that says it's an in-law suite and it's selling for around the $500 mark, you can pretty much count on having to put in $15,000 to $20,000 to make it legal.